Yes, human males eat their females, but not in the way the alien girl thought. Captain Zareen of the Andari Expeditionary Corps hovered silently above the Earth settlement. Her iridescent eyes narrowed in study. Her people, a proud and logical race from the crystalline moons of Kelyos, had only recently begun investigating the primitive species called humans. She had spent cycles scanning their transmissions, picking through their strange languages and trying to decode their odd rituals. One phrase kept coming up in whispered conversations and digital media. He ate her, and often it was paired with laughter, gasps, or giggles. The implication was shocking. Zareen had read the biological reports. Humans did not reproduce through absorption or consumption, as some insectoid species did. And yet, their own females seemed to speak of being eaten by males with a sense of anticipation. Perplexed and mildly horrified, she decided on direct observation. That evening, disguised in human form, a tall, bronze-skinned woman with long silver hair and piercing blue eyes, Zareen walked into a small gathering known as a party. She had borrowed the appearance from an actress human seemed fond of believing would aid her in blending in. She immediately drew attention. One male in particular, named Jason, approached her with a grin. Haven't seen you around before. New in town. Zareen tilted her head. Yes, I am conducting research. Jason laughed. A student? Of sorts. They talked. He was charming, curious, and mildly intoxicated. Zareen found a body language odd. So open, so vulnerable. On Kelyos, one never lowered one's guard so easily. Still, her mission demanded knowledge. Finally, she leaned in. I have heard rumors that human males eat their mates. Is this true? Jason blinked, then choked on his drink. I'm sorry, what? You consume your females. I have read many examples. He ate her out. She let him eat her for hours, and so on. Her voice was calm, academic. Is this how you assert dominance? Is it symbolic? Or is it literal consumption of flesh? Jason stared at her for several long seconds. Then very slowly, he broke into a wide grin. You're messing with me. I assure you, I am entirely serious. He bit his lip, trying not to laugh, but failed. The sound burst out of him, loud and joyful. Zareen frowned. Are you denying practice? No, he said between chuckles. I'm just... Wow. Okay, you're probably the most interesting person I've ever met. She straightened, affronted. You are avoiding the question. Jason composed himself. Okay, first off, no, we don't literally eat our partners. That's just slang. A metaphor. For what? He hesitated, cheeks darkening. It's a sexual thing. Her expression was blank. Elaborate. Jason scratched the back of his neck. Suddenly shy. Well, when someone says a guy ate her, they mean oral stimulation, pleasure. No actual eating involved. More like affection, intimacy. Zareen blinked. So the male places his mouth upon the female's reproductive region for pleasure? Exactly. Voluntarily? Jason laughed again. Yes, very much so. Zareen stared into the middle distance. Processing. Fascinating. On Kelyos, mating was clinical. Efficient. There was no pleasure in it. Only duty. But here were these strange, messy humans, turning something so primal into an act of devotion. Reverence, even. I see, she said quietly. Thank you for clarifying. That resolves many misunderstandings. Jason smirked. So, would you say your research is going well? Extremely. He stepped closer. Any chance you'd like to conduct further studies? Zareen tilted her head, genuinely intrigued. Her people had warned her never to become emotionally entangled with the subjects. But this Jason, so open, so oddly tender, was unlike anyone she had ever met. Perhaps one night of field work wouldn't compromise the mission. "Very well," she said with a small smile. "Lead the way." As they left together, Jason couldn't help but laugh again. "You're really not from around here, are you?" Zarene's smile widened. "You have no idea.